Alright folks, welcome back to another episode of my basic reloading series. In this series we're going to be priming our cases, our resized and deprimed cases. I just wanted to show you a couple of things while I was going through and resizing all of this brass. I ran into this many more 380s. Half of them I spotted in the bowl. One of them I felt wrong in my fingers. And one of them, as you can see, made it into the press and got resized, and deprimed. And it was very obvious that that was not the right size case. I'm going to throw these in the recycle bin. Occasionally when that bin gets full, I take it to the metal recycler and sell it to them, because brass is mostly copper, and copper is pretty valuable. And then I use that money to buy reloading supplies. So it flips the cycle. So I also wanted to point out this. I save my primers and I put them in bags within a bag, and I also put my primer catcher in that bag because I don't want mercury and lead dust floating around. I also wash my hands right after I'm done resizing and depriming. Again, for the same reason. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do, as I said before, is we're going to resize, or we're going to prime our cases. And for this I use a tool. Got primers in there. A handheld primer. Now the primer consists of a couple of different parts. One is the spring-loaded handle here. One is the primer holder, the frame of the handle, and the shell holder. Now this one is made for large pistol primers or large rifle primers. This one is made for small. Let's see if you can see the difference there. So I was using this for 45 ACP previously, so I'm going to set that aside. Also, the shell holder is going to be different. This one's for 45. I made myself a cheat sheet for all the basic stuff that I do. So 9x19 is going to be number 19. And I just look at the numbers on there. If you can see it, that's 19. Put that in there. This one is number 2, which is for 308 as well. Okay, put that back together. Put that lid on. I'm going to put the other piece of the tool back in this box. Put it right back on the shelf where it goes. Okay, so to assemble, you take the handle, slide the shell holder in, make sure it faces the way you want it to face. That. Put this part in, slide it up, and then get this part right, Chris. Okay, that part goes in there. That part goes in there. And now, when you press the lever, that part pushes up. Okay, next thing we want to do is get out a tray of primers. These usually come in a box of 100. In this case, I'm using Federal Champion number 100 small pistol primers. The reason for that is I'm developing a load for a gun that's notorious for light striking, and they are the softest primers. Okay, so these things come in usually a 100 pack. Usually they're in a pack that's, you know, about the same size as this tool. Let's see. In this case, not so much. So you just got to be, well, let's do it this way. I am going to spill some. Actually, I'll just do it this way. Pour them into that. From there, pour them into your priming tool. And now you'll see there's ridges in the tool. The reason for that is when you shake it around, flip the primers so that they're in the right orientation. So you want them all face up. Once you get them all face up, get this lid back on with the opening towards the shell holder and get it twist locked on. So now it won't flip. All right, next step. Slide a case in. I forgot to show you that first. If you tilt it towards yourself, you'll see the primers start feeding in. I know this is kind of dirty. The primers will start feeding in. Slide a case in, squeeze the handle all the way, let it go, and you've got a primed case. Check the depth. You want it to be not proud. You want it to be either flush or even a little bit recessed. If you feel like it's recessing too much, don't go full stroke. There we go. That one's flush, perfectly flush. So I'm just going to keep loading all these until I run out of primers, and then I'll take you along on the next step. Thanks for watching.